Thank you, Margot. Welcome everyone to our April 11th, 2023 regular Board of Selectmen's meeting. Let's call the meeting to order at 6:35. And the first item on the agenda is to approve the minutes from the regular meeting held on March 28th and a special meeting held on March 27th.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes March 28th and a special meeting March 27th.
I will second that. If there's no discussion, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Next item is audience of citizens. Any business to come before the board?
I
Jane?
understand that, there's going to be a town meeting, but I'd like kind of a wrap-up of how we're doing on
Okay.
ARPA funds.
We moved, Board of Selectmen and the Board of Finance moved a number of items onto the town meeting. I don't have that in front of me, but I can tell you some of them, and Dwayne, I think we can probably tell you all of them. On Monday night, there will be a town meeting to discuss and move forward items that have to do with capital expenditures for the fire department. Those expenditures were going towards breathing apparatus. There we go, perfect. Fire department was, SCBA, we're going to spend money towards the breathing apparatus, the masks, the air masks that they wear, and turnout gear, as well as bailout sets, which I didn't know what those were, and the fire department will be to better explain that, but it has to do with equipment that the firefighter carries when he needs when he goes into a second or a third floor. Something he can attach to the wall and get out the window and escape. So he's basically bailing out of the situation. That was $150,000. No, that was a request, sorry. It's $110,000 has been moved forward for that. The Deep River Public Library asked for $45,000. The boards decided to move to the town $35,000 to be spent on a circulation desk and $10,000 for a program extension and digital materials to better their circulation. Deep River Social Services, we reduced the amount needed. We don't think that we need to have someone in there full-time for a small town like ours, but we moved $65,000 for a 2-year part-time social worker to supplement the existing part-time social worker that we have now. And then we didn't move it this time because we had in the past $75,000 for a music and arts festival to be celebrated and driven by the Parks and Recreation Department. Those are what's going to be on the agenda for the 17th, next Monday night at 7 o'clock. Right?
And you
Upstairs.
explained about the Parks and Rec, which
Mm-hmm.
I was very much against on the surface, but after you talked about it, it sounded at least like a more viable.
Right, no, I think it's something that's important that folks understand. It's not a concert up at the park. It's really spread out throughout the town, music events and arts events throughout the town over the course of the weekend. Parks and Rec will be there at the meeting to better explain. And every one of these folks will be at the meeting, just like they were at the last meeting, to better explain what their request is for, and the boards will be there to explain the reasoning and how we determined what numbers we determined. So I think we're moving along at a good clip now, and we're spending the money all the ways that it's supposed to be spent. So I think we're in good shape. And that meeting will be at 7 o'clock again, 7 o'clock Monday night upstairs. Anything else from the public? Okay, thank you, Dwayne, for that. I didn't have it in my head. Next on the agenda is appointments. We have Greg Ryan Demick has requested to be on the Water Pollution Control Authority. He's attended a couple of their meetings already. That term will be to expire at December 1st, 2025. And then we've had a real rush of folks that want to get on Parks and Recreation. I'm excited to see someone else, Sandra Stroder, with her term to expire December 1st, 2024.
You want two separate motions or one for both of them?
I think one for both is fine.
I'll make a motion to appoint to Water Pollution Authority, Gregory Ryan Demick, term to expire 12/1/2025, and Park and Rec Commission, Sandra Ann Stroder, term to expire 12/1/2024.
I will second those motions, and if there's no discussion, I will ask for a vote.
Aye.
Aye. Great. The next, actually, it's fun. Parks and Rec has gotten a good amount, as you're aware, of folks up, and that really showed at the Easter egg hunt. There was a lot of folks, a lot of participation. It was a lot of fun. So, next item up is the approval of the 2022 Resolution Memorandum of Agreement between the Town of Deep River and the State of Connecticut Department of Emergency Services and Public Protection, which is a division of the Emergency Management and Homeland Security. This is an annual event. We need to do this every year. Basically, it continues an agreement between the state of Connecticut and their emergency services and the local emergency services, mostly to do with distribution of emergency funds, grant monies, and the operations, the coordination between the state and the local municipalities. But by and large, it has to do with emergency funding, and it qualifies our arrangement with the Council of Governments for them to be the fiduciary for any state grants that come through or federal grants that come through. They get funneled through the state and then to the regional Council of Governments to distribute to the communities as needed. We do it every year, the resolution.
And there's no cost, there's nothing for us, it's just we have to be part of it for...
That's exactly right.
To get reimbursements.
Yep, to get reimbursements, but also if there is a need for equipment, there are grants that come available, and the only way that you can apply for those is if you if this MOA is in place. So the resolution reads, resolved that the Board of Selectmen may enter into with and deliver to the State of Connecticut Department of Emergency Services and Public Protection, Division of Emergency Management and Homeland Security, any and all documents which it deems to be necessary or appropriate, and further resolved that Angus L. McDonald, as First Selectman of the Town of Deep River, is authorized and directed to execute and deliver any and all documents on behalf of the Town of Deep River, and to do and perform all acts and things which he deems to be necessary or appropriate to carry out the terms of such documents, including, but not limited to, executing and delivering all agreements and documents contemplated by such documents. The undersigned further certifies that Angus McDonald now holds the office of First Selectman and that he has held that office since April 21st, 2016. Like I say, if
Any motion for it?
Yep.
Okay, I'll make a motion to have Angus and Amy, I guess, sign it for emergency. Connecticut Department of Emergency Service and Public Protection, Division of Emergency Management and Homeland Security.
Okay, I'll second that. And basically, this resolution allows the Board of Selectmen to enter into this agreement with them. So I'll second that. And all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, just an update. We have our second month from the waste reduction program, and we are again holding pretty steady at a reduction of about 5,000 pounds less. Works out to about $3,000 a month that we're saving right now with the amount of waste that we're reducing. That's worked out pretty well. The other thing that you'll start seeing in social media and on our websites is next weekend on the 14th and 15th, I think. It's either Friday and Saturday or Saturday and Sunday. There will be another distribution of bags for folks that have not already picked up their bags up at the transfer station.
That's this weekend.
That's this coming up weekend.
Yeah.
It's all been a weekend for me lately.
When taxes are due.
That's right. Yep. So that seems to be going pretty well. I think we're going to have on Earth Day which is April 22nd, May 22nd or April 22nd. That's, we're gonna see some programs going on down at the landing. The Land Trust is doing a cleanup somewhere. But we'll also have a program. I think that the sustainability group is doing a program upstairs about recycling and the future of waste in Deep River and in Connecticut. So but what we can see really, and we're seeing it in the budget workshops, is that this is working out to be real money that the town is able to save. So.
And I've said before, and I'll say it again, the two gentlemen up there should be commended.
Yeah.
They're doing an excellent job. It's very clean.
Yeah.
They're courteous. I think they need a shout out. They've done an excellent job.
Yeah. Good. Thanks. I don't have anything else. If you don't have anything, do you? No? Okay. Felt like a kick, like I'm forgetting something. Well, if that's the case, then I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
I'll second that. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.